All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being the so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah, with another lesson. And we're going to start right here. Trying to keep this video going. We're going to start right here in Isaiah 54 and 16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that blew up the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy."
What would happen if Russia launched its deadliest attack on the United States using its...
I don't want to play yet, but I have a video here from Instagram, man. And it just shows what the Most High has given unto these Edomites and what he's allowed these Russians to perfect. You see? This nuclear weaponry. You see? The ICBMs. And they were made for a reason. All these people who are still walking around in a state of oblivion, laughing and kikiing, thinking shit sweet. The world is being drawn into war. That's what's coming. And these weapons that these nations have meticulously upgraded and perfected is all of the will of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, man. And the main purpose for these weapons, especially the ones that are coming from Russia, is to do what? Is to destroy, or let's say it like this. They're going to spearhead the destruction of America. You see? That's what it's all leading up to. Now let's play this video real quick.
Russia launched its deadliest attack. What would happen if Russia launched its deadliest attack on the United States using its most powerful missile, the RS-28 Sarmat? As soon as the U.S. Command Center detects the launch, it would instantly go on high alert and activate its air defense systems. But this missile is so powerful and sophisticated, carrying 12 to 15 nuclear warheads at once, making it nearly impossible for the U.S. air defense system to intercept them all. Now imagine Russia launching dozens of these missiles at once. The U.S. air defense system would be overwhelmed, struggling to stop such a massive attack. The RS-28 Sarmat, also known as Satan II, holds the title of the most powerful missile on Earth, with an immense range capable of reaching any corner of the planet. When compared to the USA's powerful LGM-30 Minuteman III missile, the RS-28 Sarmat clearly stands ahead, with a longer range of about 18,000 kilometers, while the LGM-30 covers up to 15,000 kilometers. The Sarmat can strike the US in just 20 to 25 minutes, whereas the LGM-30 would take around 30 to 35 minutes to reach Russian territory. In terms of firepower, the Sarmat carries 12 to 15 nuclear warheads, while the LGM-30 holds up to 3 MIRV warheads, each capable of hitting multiple targets independently. What would happen if Russia launched its deadliest...
You see that? So, yes, the U.S. was the first one to use this type of weaponry in the form of the atomic bomb, but Russia has perfected it. And that's not by coincidence. That has happened because the Most High is going to put Russia at the forefront of destroying this place. You see? All this escalation in Western Asia with Iran and the state of Israel is just going to continue to go forward and escalate. And all the major players are going to be drawn into it. And when it's all said and done, fire is going to rain from the heavens in the form of ICBMs, man. You see? And I saw that video early and I was like, oh man, I definitely got to do a video on this. But it just shows you how far ahead Russia is with this technology. Their missile can reach anywhere on the earth. They can shoot it They can shoot it coming from the east, or they can shoot it going west. It don't matter what direction they shoot it in. It's still going to reach over here. And that was all according to the Most High's will. That's why that thing is set up like that. With 15 warheads apiece. And there ain't no telling how many of these things Russia actually has. Because they're not, they say they have, 4,000 and some change. They're not telling you the exact number of what they're holding. That's the art of war. You never let your enemy know exactly what you have. You never let your enemy know exactly what you can do. You see? So they underestimate and you catch their ass off guard. You see? But yeah, man. That's all the Most High's design. Let's get this real quick. This is Isaiah 13. Yup. Matter of fact, Isaiah 13:4 says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. So all this war we see being stirred up in the earth, it was because the Most High is willing it, man. He's ordained it to be this way from the beginning. This is how the age of the heathen ends. You see? It's going to end in violence and war. You see? So Isaiah 13:5 says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven. What? You see? We just got a visual with the little reel. It's talking about what? These missiles being fired off. That's what's going to come from the end of heaven. From one end of the earth to the other. We're going to get that too. That's what these things were made for. That's what these things were made for, man. They weren't made to just sit in these silos forever and just watch how the Most High has the tensions continue to rise amongst the nations, and it's going to lead up to this. You're going to start, as this thing continues to progress, you're going to start to hear more and more talks about what? The use of nuclear weapons, man. Because that's where it's all leading. And America's fate is sealed to be destroyed by way of these weapons according to the Most High's will. So Isaiah 13:5, it says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. The whole land of what? The whole entire land of America, from the north to the south, from the east to the west. The entirety of this land is going to be completely destroyed by way of these weapons that the Heavenly Father has given unto these heathen nations. You see? This is how America is ended. I want to get another one. Let's get the Yup. That's in Jeremiah, if I'm mistaken, if I'm spelling that right. Real quick, let me see. Jeremiah 51. It might be 51. Yup, there it is. It says, Jeremiah 51:25. Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai have opened his armory. And what is his armory? His armory is talking about this arsenal of nuclear weapons that are just sitting all throughout the earth in all these different countries, held by these different nations. That's the Most High's armory. Because once again, we just read in Isaiah 54:17 or 16. The Most High gave the heathen this weaponry to fulfill his will, to fulfill his purposes. And what is the Most High's purpose? To destroy the entire land of America, just like he's destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah before it. You see? So Jeremiah 50:25, it says, Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation For this is the work of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. You see, this is the work that the Most High is going to work in the entirety of this land. And you saw how it says, well, if they shot it from in the direction of Alaska, you would have the little whatever they call it, the what do they call the shit? America's radar. I can't remember exactly what they call it, but they say it would go off, and then America's defenses would go up. But guess what? It ain't shit that you can do to stop this, man. And that's also told to us in prophecy. There's nothing that you can do to stop this. Joel 2 tells us this. It says what? Man, we're going to have to get this whole thing. Let's get it. Matter of fact, Joel 2 and 1, it says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah cometh, for it is not at hand. And the day, every day that passes is another day closer to this, man. So this is why you have the men of the Lord constantly and continually blowing the trumpet to give you the understanding of what's about to happen according to what the Most High has ordained from the beginning. You see? But once again, this is the land that dwelleth without care, man. These people don't care about the war that's going on or World War III ramping up. They still lollygagging and bullshitting. And that's why the Lord Yahweh Shah says what? That the day of the Lord is going to catch these people as a thief in the night. They're not expecting it. They really don't believe that America is going to be destroyed by way of nuclear missiles, man. They don't believe that. But Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah is definitely going to make a believer out of you. Now it says the day of the Lord is what? Joel 2 and 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. They have not ever been, it's like they have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it. Going into what? Let's say, even to the years of generation, even to the years of many generations. Going into what? This destructive arsenal that the Most High has scattered all throughout the planet in these different silos in these different countries. There's never been this type of destructive power on the earth. And once these nations shoot these things off, they would never exist again, because in the kingdom of heaven, we're not going to need weaponry. We're not going to need ICBM missiles. And that just goes to show that the state of Israel are not that's not the fulfillment of the Most High's people returning back to the land. And we go into it all the time, and we have to continue to bring it out, because it tells us in prophecy that when the Israelites return home, the true chosen people, there will be peace on earth. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So why are these self-proclaimed chosen people who went back into the land in 1948, why are they at war when the prophecy says it would be otherwise? It would be a state of peace and tranquility once the true Israelites return back to our land, man. There's not gonna be no fucking missiles in the kingdom of heaven. So once these missiles are fired off to fulfill the Most High's purpose, this type of weaponry will never exist on the earth ever again. You see? So Joel 2 and 3, it says, a fire devoureth before them, going into the warheads, as they showed you. I already closed it. As they showed you in that video. You have the missile. You see with the rocket propulsion system that gets the warheads to its destination. And once it reaches its destination, the top of the warhead, or the top of the missile opens up, and it unleashes the warhead payload, which that Satan 2 can hold up to 12 to 15, man. And I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised if Russia has some bigger shit than that. You see? That's just what they let the world see. I would not be surprised if they got some shit under wraps that can hold up to fucking 30 to 40 warheads at once. That's logical, because we know and understand, according to the book of Revelation, it tells us that what? 200 million, 200,000 which is 200 million warheads are going to rain down upon this place. You see? Once again, that goes back into the art of war. You're not going to tell your enemies exactly what you have. You see? How much firepower that you actually possess. So it's not far-fetched. So Joel 2:3 goes on to say what? A fire devoureth before them, going into the warheads, and behind them a flame burneth, which is what? The rocket propulsion system to get it from one destination to the other, or getting it from point A to point B. You see? And we know that Russia has hypersonic nuclear missiles, man. Technology that America has not mastered yet. That's not coincidental either, man. That's all by design of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. You see? And the U.S. is so damn proud they can't even see it. Like, your weaponry is outdated. You talking about going to war and trying to be this bully on the block. You got a motherfucking 38 special. And Russia got motherfucking hypersonic nuclear weapons with 15 warheads in them, man. You see? The U.S. doesn't stand a chance. And that's all according to the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. So it goes on to say, Joel 2:3, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. And we see this land is built up right now. It's we're coming into the summer months. Everything is bloomed. Everything is green. You see? Very lively. Birds are out, butterflies and all these things. It looks nice in this land right now. Right? But after these missiles hit, it tells us what? And behind them a desolate wilderness, and nothing shall escape them. So once these things hit, everything in this land is going to be destroyed. You see that? It says what? Verse 4. Oh, let's backtrack. It says what? And nothing shall escape them. So nothing in this land is going to escape except for the 1/3, with the rest of the elect being gathered from all the different lands we've been scattered to. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. So Joel 2:4 says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run, because they're swift. Once again, Russia has hypersonic nuclear weapons that can get from Russia to America in less than 15 to 20 minutes. From one side of the earth to the other side of the earth in less than 15 minutes. You see? So it says what? Verse 5. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. You see? Verse 6, before their face the people shall be much pained, and all faces shall gather blackness. So this is what's coming. All you people who are still walking around in pride, thinking that this shit ain't gonna touch you, this war that's going on, yes, it's coming. And you've been warned by the men of the Lord through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. So you're gonna have to face reality very soon. When you get that alert, however they get it, when those sirens go off, they broadcast, Russia, and they start naming off the different nations that fired missiles. You people gonna be in a state of sorrow, man. All that pride is gonna be evaporated. You see, you're gonna be in a bad case. It says what? All faces shall gather blackness, gloom. You see? This is what's coming. Complete loss of hope. You people are going to feel once we get to this point. So Joel 2:7 says, they shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march everyone in his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. So whatever coordinates the Most High has these rocket engineers, whatever you call these motherfuckers, whatever the Most High has put in their spirit to put in the coordinates, that's exactly where they're gonna go. And the majority of these missiles are coming to the land of America, man. They're gonna be fired here. It tells us that all throughout prophecy, man, because once again, the Most High is going to destroy this place just like he did Sodom and Gomorrah, and there will be nothing left in this land once that fire clears, man. So it goes on to say, Joel 2:8, it says what? Neither shall one thrust another, ain't going to be no mid-air collisions. You see, he says what? They shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, which goes into those missile defense systems, and you got Trump talking about building the damn Golden Dome, it tells us what? They shall not be wounded. So there is nothing that you're going to be able to do to stop this from happening, because the Most High has willed it, and it must be. You see? It just, and the video even told you that if Russia fired a dozen, America's defenses will be overwhelmed. There is nothing that's going to stop this destruction that's coming once the Most High sees fit to unleash it in the fullness of it, man. And only he knows when that day is coming. But this is what it's going to be. And we're telling you before it happens. You can continue to scoff and talk shit, live in that state of delusion all you want to. But the day is coming where you're going to have to face reality. As you look those warheads, you see, face to face. You see? But yeah, man, just wanted to bring that out real quick, because like I said, we go into this all the time, and everybody's still thinking that it's a joke, while World War III is ramping up on the daily. But, you know, just wanted to bring it out. Through the spirit of Yahweh, Shema, and end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth, according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful that Akim out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Babal.